What is up, team? So in today's video, we're going to be having a look at Fantom FTM, probably one of the most underrated altcoins in this bear market that will potentially explode in the next bull market. We're also going to be having a look at Bitcoin TA chart, also a Fantom TA chart, but we're going to start off with Bitcoin because Bitcoin is king. But let's cover Fantom real quick. Ranked 57, guys. This is a top 100 coins. We know top 100 coins, most of them, I'm saying 90% of them are most likely going to stay for the next bull market right here. $854 million market cap. So we are below still $1 billion, guys. We know how high this went back in 2021 at the peak right here. We had a market cap of $8 billion, guys. That is 8x from here, and that is still nothing in my opinion. I still think that we can explode in the next bull market. Max supply 3 billion right here. We got 2.5 billion circulation, 677 people on the watch list, guys. 677,000 people on the watch list. Currently traded at 0.3356, up 8% in the past 24 hours. Very, very nice. Volume to market cap ratio is 31%. People are interested in this coin. People are trading it. Very, very good. It's also trending on CoinMarketCap. Let me move this down real quick. If I go to CoinMarketCap, we are trending right here. FTM up 8.23%. This was why I want to cover it. I do like this coin. I think that this coin is here to stay. I think Fantom FTM is here to stay, and we're gonna explode in 2023, 2024. Of course, guys, none of this is financial advice, so always do your own research and due diligence, please. But if you are FTM holder, of course, accumulate, and I'm sure you already did your own research if you bought it. Before I get into the FTM chart, I just want to look at Bitcoin, because we know that whatever happens to Bitcoin, it's gonna happen to FTM too, right? So right here, real quick, starting off with Bitcoin, we are first of all starting off with the EMA ribbon, okay? I mean moving average. We broke the 200 moving average right here on the 10th of June. Now, it wasn't so crazy, it wasn't so so bad, but we had a nice little crossover and then peak back down right after. Okay, we haven't been able to break the EMA, the moving average, the 200 moving average, for quite some time. And guess what? We just broke right here. The 200 moving average crossed over the 50 moving average right here. As you guys can see, this indicates a golden cross. Now, golden cross usually means that it's bullish. We're going to see some bullish action. But the question is where are we going from here? What is happening? Where are we going? So first of all, the trend is your friend. Let's start off with that. This is Bitcoin right here. On the 4-hour time frame, we've been bouncing on this trend line since July 12th. So about 10 days now, we've been bouncing up and down this trend line. So it's been pretty strong and a solid trend line. The question is are we going to fall below this trend line, or are we going to make this target right here? Are we going to come up and double top at 24,000? We know double tops and bear markets work very, very well. Now, if I actually go back, we saw a double top right here, guys. This was a double top. Everyone thought this was the breakout. Right here. And we were consolidating very, very tightly. This was a bigger consolidation phase, but here we were consolidating very, very tightly. And then we had two breakouts right here, 1 and 2, and then guess what? Nothing happened after that. It was essentially a fake out, came back down. So if I actually put this resistance right here, can we potentially have another double top? Can this be another the fake out that we had before coming back down? Very, very possible. My target for this bear market is at $12,000. So even if Bitcoin goes to $28,000, I still think we're gonna come back down to $12,000, because relief bounce are here, guys. This is a relief bounce for Bitcoin, nothing else, nothing more. Relief bounce, we're gonna see it. We were way oversold on the daily time frame. We were oversold on the monthly, on the weekly time frame. If I go on the weekly time frame right here, look at that. We were below 30, but guess what? Now we have we're moving towards the top. Strong resistance would probably be right here, 28,670. The question is, are we going to really make it above here before coming back down? I don't know. If we have a look at the moving average right here on the weekly time frame, these are the EMA ribbons, sorry. The moving average right here on the weekly time frame, we are above the 200 moving average, which is a very, very, very important level. We know that every time we come to the 200 moving average, we usually come back up. But guess what? This time it is different, because we never really closed. We never had this many closure below the 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. Look at that. Every time we came back, we got rejected. So we got rejected right here. We got rejected right here. And we got rejected right here. Yes, we wigged back down, but we never had this many closure below the 200 moving average. So when people say, oh, this is the same as this and this and this, no, it's definitely not the same as the past, in my opinion. I don't think it's the same as 2020 and 2018 and 2015. I think that this time truly is different, and I think that we're going to see Bitcoin coming back down to $12,000. But I don't think that this is going to be the make it or break it. I don't think that Bitcoin's dead. A lot of people are saying, oh, if Bitcoin breaks below, it's dead, this, that. No, I think we're going to come back down. We're going to have a major crisis like this, like we see in a lot of the charts, and then we're going to have a V recovery shape from here. Something like that. It's obviously not going to be like that, but I think it's going to be maybe something like this, and then consolidates at 24,000 before continuing the next bull run in 2023, 2024. And as you guys can see, 2023 is around right here, January. So I said something like this, and yes, consolidate from here. So we're going to have to see. Obviously, we're not going to drop to 8K. 7K, very possible, guys. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think we're gonna have a crazy drop before essentially coming back up. I don't think this was the capitulation wick. I think capitulation wick is gonna look something like this, not a consolidation. We're gonna do something like that, like we saw in COVID. Something like this, a too strong aggressive candle before popping back up. I don't think this is it. I mean, guys, it's just not it. I'm sorry to say. I mean, I know I'm very bearish, but under the circumstances of what's happening right now around the world, the economy, recession happening, July 20th, we're going to get numbers. Interest rate are going to keep increasing, so we're going to have to see how that happens. But let's have a look at FTM, guys, real quick. This is some of the TAs I did in the past. Let me take that off. Let me take this off. FTM on the weekly time frame looks pretty good. We did have a nice little beautiful bounce right here, guys. So this was actually a resistance. So we had a resistance right here. We had support, one support, two support, three support. Okay, so this is FTM. We had a nice little support area. Nothing too crazy to see over here. So yes, a rejection right here might have was possible, and it would have happened either way. The question is can FTM come back down to 0.05 or 5 cents when Bitcoin bottoms at $12,000? Because right here we have it's a free fall. This area, if we break below 18 cents, we're free falling a lot of percentage. I would say 60% down, even 70%, guys, 70% down to 0.05, 5 cents. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that happens. But of course, that's in a longer time frame. We could maybe see something like this. Maybe we could build new support around this area. But my accumulation phase for FTM will be anywhere between this area. I'm going to start heavily accumulating FTM in this area. And as you guys can see, we're most likely going to do something like that. It's going to be a slow, boring crypto winter. September 2023, that's maybe we're going to essentially come back up, consolidate, and then fly to the moon in 2024. Like I've been saying, guys, 2024, that's what the halving cycles has been. 2023 minimum. I don't think we're going to see a bull run in this 2022 year. 2023 for sure, maybe a small one. 2024, that's when the real deal starts, especially with the Bitcoin halving. And we know what happens a few months after the Bitcoin halving. Everything explodes. My price prediction for FTM could be around $40 to $50 in the future, guys. That's a lot of percentage from here. $50 is approximately right here, 45. That's 13,000%. So 130x. Can FTM 130x by 2024? Very possible. Let's have a look at the daily time frame real quick on FTM. So daily time frame on FTM right here. I know a lot of people are going to call me crazy, but I think 130x in a few years, especially knowing that this market is still little and knowing that this can drop back to 18 cents. Yes, even 100x, 150x is very possible, guys, in my opinion. Not financial advice. And if this drops even more, yes, definitely possible. We do have a strong resistance right here, and we haven't been able to break it right here on FTM. We came back down, retested the support right here, as you guys can see. Came back down, retested, and then break back up. If we do break back or break above this resistance, we should be making a move to 44 cents, which would be a nice long position. So if I take a long right here, let's say on 2-3x, that's 100%, fantastic. After that, the rest is history. We're going to have to see what happens. But this right here, if I drag it all the way down here, this is a strong resistance, meets up with this and this. So we have two strong resistance happening right here on FTM. So we're going to see how that plays out. As of right now, nothing too crazy, nothing too much to see over here. If I have a look at the 4-hour time frame as well, we've just been consolidating. The trend is your friend as well. This is the trend, guys. Same trend as Bitcoin. We are above the 200 moving average, which is nice. I believe we are above the exponential moving average as well. Yes, we are. We came back down, retested the ribbons right here, pop back up on the daily time frame. Did we break above it? So on the daily time frame, okay, this is actually very interesting. On the daily time frame, it seems like we're about to break it. Let me see. So we got rejected a few times on the daily time frame right here. So it seems like the ribbons are making a nice little move towards the top, something we haven't seen in a while. So right here we broke down on the 7th of April 2022, and ever since we saw these few rejections at the yellow exponential moving average, but we haven't been able to essentially break out. We broke out right here for the first time since April 4th, guys. April 3rd, March 31st, guys. We broke out for the first time, got rejected. EMA ribbons were strong over there. If I have a look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is a very, very important, guys, on the EMA ribbon. I mean, that's huge right here. I mean, we saw a few rejections right here on Bitcoin, and I'm going back to Bitcoin because everything relates to Bitcoin at the end of the day. We saw a massive amount of rejections right here on Bitcoin and on the EMA ribbon. Now, this is going to be a big move right here. If Bitcoin manages to fling above the EMA ribbon, we could see a massive move or a massive pump like we saw right here. We know what happens when we break above the EMA ribbon. I mean, look at this, guys. We saw a huge move right here, came back down, broke above it, saw a massive move. And we know what happens when we're below the EMA ribbon. We see massive dumps, 1, 2, 3, 4 dump, came back up, fake out, double top, came back up, consolidated a little bit, nothing too much you see over here. Of course, most of the time this won't work. Like we saw right here, consolidation. Most of the time won't work, but you guys get the idea. Every time we're below it, it's bearish. Every time we're above it, it's bullish. So we're going to have to see. If you guys like this video, of course, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.